Napoli will play Barcelona in the round of 16 of Champions League, and this is for us Juventini a huge problem. Ciao Juventini of the world, my name is Giuseppe, welcome back on the channel. Since yesterday, the entire football world is speaking about one thing only: FIFA World Cup for clubs in 2025, or at least the fans of the clubs that are already qualified, and the other fans like us, Juventini, that are still hoping to qualify for that first edition of that World Cup that will be played in 2025. Yesterday, I already recorded and uploaded a video with all the details: when, where, the name, the methodology, to understand how it will be organized, but also how you can still hope to qualify. I will not repeat everything, of course, because I did a video yesterday, but I had still one big pending question and I have an answer, and then I wanted to speak about the financial impact if you participate or not. Then the second part of the video will speak about the Scudetto race between Inter after their win of yesterday, and finishing after a few Mercato names to speak about Kenan and Yildiz that could possibly start against Frosinone for a new tactical solution. Maximum of like, if you didn't yet, we are missing 15 Juventini as we speak on the channel to reach 28,000 Juventini on the channel, which would be a beautiful Christmas gift. So do it now if you didn't yet, because now we open Tutto Sport. Juve Napoli vale un mondo. Juve Napoli is worth the world. Why are we speaking about Juve Napoli and not Lazio? Because Lazio, they will really need a miracle, reaching the final, if not winning Champions League this year. And if we know that a few hours ago, well, they drew in that draw pot Bayern Munich, it will be extremely difficult for them. So why do Napoli and Juve really want to join Inter in participating? We know it. Elite, participating to that first edition, playing against teams like Real Madrid, Manchester City, Bayern Munich, but also teams in the world like Palmeiras, Flamengo, Fluminense, playing against Al Ahly, Al Hilal, etc., etc. It's just beautiful. It's fantastic. But the clubs, not only they want prestige, they want the brand, they want visibility, but they also want money. And according to some rumors that are still not confirmed, looks like 2 billion euro will be shared to the participating teams. If you do the math really fast, that's 62.5 million euro for each club. You will not receive all that money equally, because the winner will have 100 million euro, and then you divide the rest between the other ones. So rough calculation, between 40-50 million euro just to participate group stages if you don't go through. If you participate and you have 40-50 million euro in the state of Serie A at the moment, well, this is a fantastic gift, because it can give you an extra bonus, an extra entry of money to plan a better future with really crucial money. If you don't participate, well, it's tough, because your two other competitors, Inter and, for example, Napoli, they will have that money and they will have an extra boost, while you will have to be even more sustainable and even more creative, which Giuntoli is already working on. Will it be enough? I don't know. So money is extremely important, super important. My pending question was yesterday, what if Napoli and Juve, they finish ex aequo with the same exact point, means 47 in that ranking? Well, making a bit of research, thanks also to a comment in the comment section from one of the subscribers. Well, we know that if they are ex aequo, it's Napoli that go through. For what reason? Because they went further in the tournament in the last fourth edition. That's a poor reality. That's a sad reality. On the other side, we are scared now, because Napoli will not play against the Leo Messi and Guardiola Barcelona. They will not play against the Barcelona that won last year La Liga, but they will play against the Barcelona that lost against Antwerp. They lost against Girona, a Barcelona that is in huge difficulty. The good thing, if we are looking at the positive side, is that we have a few weeks, because the first home and away game will be in February, hoping for Barcelona to really eliminate Napoli. It is crucial. And then I wanted to answer some people that told me yesterday, with all the respect, of course, but we don't deserve to qualify, because if we participate, we will lose 6-0 against Arsenal if they win, because at the moment they didn't qualify. We will lose 7-0 against Bayern Munich. Could be. If you're looking at the difference in teams between Juve this year and the other one, it could be. Of course, it's not beautiful. It's a humiliation, and we don't want to go and be humiliated in front of the entire planet. But football is crazy. First of all, we are speaking about 2025. That means we have the first real Mercato of Giuntoli that will arrive this summer, already winter, and then the summer. Don't forget about that. So 3 mercato sessions before playing it. That's one. Secondly, Juventus can possibly reinforce. Juventus will have probably also a bit more money because we will be in top 4. Maybe with another coach. We don't know what can happen from now on until 18 months from now. So you never know. 1. 2. In football, miracles can happen. Italy would never be the favorite to win Euro 2020. They did it with a beautiful cohesive team. So you never know. You never know. Of course, it's a risk that you have to take into consideration. Then some people tell me, Beppe, not only we would be humiliated, but we don't deserve to play there. Napoli deserve because they did fantastically well in Champions League in the last few seasons. Well, if you are comparing, and then we go towards Serie A, Scudetto race, Juventus in the last 4 editions, they participated to the first one in 2021. In 21-22 they participated, 22-23 they participated, and actually for this edition they qualified. And we all know why it has been taken away. So Juventus in the last 4 editions on the field always qualified. While Napoli, the first season that is counting to count the points, they didn't qualify. Why? Because the prior year they arrived 7th in Serie A. The next one in 21-22 they didn't participate because they were 5th the prior year, so they didn't participate. Last season, they did fantastically well. They arrived to the quarterfinal. It is the record of Napoli. They did a really beautiful group stage. They arrived deservedly to the quarterfinal where they collapsed against Milan. This season, we don't know. Maybe they will win it and they will totally deserve to participate, but at the moment, we are speaking about 2 participation against 4 of Juve. Did Juve do well in the Champions League? No, they didn't do well. Even if the group stages of the first year was quite great. 15 points out of 18, first of that group stage. We were eliminated against Porto. For what? For a rule that doesn't exist anymore. The home and away score. Do you remember? Because it finished 4-4, but Porto, they won at the end. Then we were eliminated against Villarreal for a total collapse in that return game after the 1-1 in their home. So a round of 16 2 times is not enough to say that we really deserve to play a World Cup of clubs. But on the other side, if you are comparing Juve and Napoli, I mean, Juve, they showed much more participating to each competition than Napoli at the moment as we speak. And that's something that I really wanted to put into context. Also, don't forget that first spot against Chelsea, that it's true that we lost 4-0, but we were able to beat 1-0, finish first of the group. So if you're looking at the history of the last 4 years, I believe that only last year it was a total humiliation, losing against Maccabi Haifa, Benfica, Paris Saint-Germain. There, of course, what can you say? We totally deserve to be out, and that's why today we are shaking because of last year's competition, and this year, where because of other field topics, we are not able to accumulate more points. Anyway, do Napoli deserve? At the moment, I think no. If they go through in the competition, probably yes. And that's why we have, as Juventini, extremely the necessity to hope that Barcelona will go through. Lazio Bayern, I already told you. Inter against Atletico Madrid. I believe that Inter will go through easily because they are strong. And that's why I want to go towards Serie A. Yesterday they have beaten 2-0 Lazio. It's true that in the game, you could possibly even say that Lazio, they dominated. They didn't deserve to lose in the beginning, but they gave a crazy gift to Inter with Lautaro that didn't miss. And then you had a beautiful, fantastic counter-attack of Thuram after Barella giving him that assist. Thuram is going on score 2-0. It's over. They gave me a feeling of strength, of solidity. They know what to do. They are structured. Inter is strong, my friends. It's the reality. They totally deserve to win yesterday. They totally deserve to be first in Serie A. Fa il vuoto, Corriere dello Sport is saying. They are creating the gap. And Gazzetta is even saying, l'Inter se ne va. L'Inter is escaping because they are now at +4 over Juve. They were really impressive. You know, it's not a team that is taking care of having 70% ball possession or whatever, but what they are doing it extremely well. They wait for the mistake, they take that ball and they go up. And the big difference with Juve is when they go up, they don't fail. They never fail. 15 goals in Serie A for Lautaro, I believe 29 goals in 2023. What a striker. I don't want to praise Inter too much, but at the moment they deserve. Is the Scudetto race over? After match day 16, no, because everything can happen in football. But if they continue like they are doing, and already knowing that they will participate to that FIFA World Cup, they have everything to lose it. They only can lose it, and we will have to be there. So we have to play to be sure that we say we have no regrets, because the game of Genoa is already a big regret. And against Frosinone, we have to go on the field doing what we have to do. Yesterday, the other annoying games were Milan that won 3-0 against Monza. They totally destroyed them. Looks like Monza, they didn't even play. Napoli deservedly won against Cagliari with a really beautiful performance. Mazzarri is doing extremely well there. Today we are waiting for Atalanta. Roma, big loss against Bologna. That is really the big surprise. I knew that they would do well. You know how much I praised Thiago Motta already in the past. But they are continuing to surprise, and they are surprising even me. They are at the moment 4th alone. They are in Champions League for 24-25. Crazy. Crazy, crazy, crazy. Now, I really wanted to speak about Di Gregorio. Yesterday, it's true, they lost 3-0, but he was the man of the match for Monza. What a goalkeeper. The goalkeeper of 26 is doing fantastically well. I believe that the call-up from Spalletti, it's not far away. It's a goalkeeper that is doing really, really beautiful. Like Vicario was doing really well before going to Tottenham and still doing well at Tottenham. Can he, or do we have chances to sign him? Probably not. Probably not, because a lot of English clubs will go on him in the summer. On the other side, we are in talks with Szczesny to extend the contract of 1 more year until 2026, with one big goal for Juve at least is to decrease his salary that is quite high, 6.5 million euro annually. It's high for him. He wants to stay. Can we have some margin to go lower at 5 million euro maybe? Would be great for Szczesny, that according to me is a top goalkeeper. Then extending doesn't mean that he will be there forever. Maybe in January we extend and then we do a swap with Donnarumma. Who knows? You never know in life. But I believe that we will continue with Szczesny, and I'm really happy about that. Another one that can possibly reinforce Juve in the winter, because if we want to have no regrets, we have to reinforce our midfield. Well, it is Calvin Phillips, because apparently Fabrizio Romano reported that he understands that Juventus have now open talks with City to discuss Calvin Phillips, negotiations starting between the clubs, as Calvin is said to be open to join Juve, even for 6 months loan. Juventus, they really want a loan with an option to buy. City, they want an obligation to buy. So that's actually the big topic of the talk between City and Juve. Option or obligation for Calvin Phillips. You know it, a player that I really adore and like. I really see the potential in that player. But a bit like Guardiola, will he fit in the team that we have? Because Guardiola, that's the big question. Is he fitting in Manchester City? Answer is no. Our question, having already a regista that is Locatelli, is will he fit there in our midfield? I don't know. Big, huge question. Anyway, could be nice to have a midfielder now, because we have a big problem. If Pogba and Fagioli are not there, if Miretti is not convincing, we have maybe another problem, because Adrien Rabiot could possibly still and even miss the game against Frosinone this weekend after missing the last one against Genoa. And this created a lot of problems in the midfield of Juve. We tried Miretti, he didn't take his chance. I already told you many times, at a certain moment when the train is going and you don't jump in the train, sometimes your opportunity is going away. So Max Allegri is thinking about another solution if Rabiot is not there. 3-4-1-2 with Kenan Yildiz that could possibly play behind Chiesa and Dusan Vlahovic. And that could be a fantastic opportunity for the kid, but also for us. Because we know it, when we have to do the game, we are lacking creativity, we are lacking offensive solutions. So Kenan Yildiz being there would be really great. And apparently, according to some papers, Max is really thinking about it. It could be Ealing Jr. in a 3-4-3, why not? But even if we tried with Ealing Jr. in the last game and it didn't give actually what we were hoping for, Kenan Yildiz that played only 2 minutes could be the solution. So let me know everything, your opinion about that last topic, about Kenan. Would you see him in a 3-4-3 without Rabiot, but with Locatelli, McKennie, and him that is going up and down, being an extra, because he's 185, so it's not a small guy, he's 75 kilos, so it's quite muscular. That player that can play up and down, is that the solution? Let me know about the World Cup for clubs. Are you interested in that club? Do you think that Juve deserve, if you're looking at the history, yes or no? Let me know about whatever you want to. Grazie, forza, Juve.